What's up, guys? My name's Anthony and you're watching Crypto Ride, the YouTube channel that keeps you informed about the cryptocurrency market and keeps you in tune with the ups and downs through videos on crypto news like the one you're about to watch, technical analysis, and also we do a lot of project reviews on here. So if you've been invested in crypto for any significant amount of time, you're probably familiar with the September 12th date, a very important date in cryptocurrency because the Binance exchange is going to be closing their doors to trading for US citizens. At the time of recording, it is Saturday, the 7th, so it's coming up in 5 days. By the time you watch this, I'm sure it'll be less than that. So today we're going to talk about the implications this might have on the entire market, and also what you can do to prepare, and what Binance is doing moving forward, and what options they're going to be offering everybody in the future. So let's talk about what to expect from Binance. This article just came out yesterday. Really quick article. I just made a couple highlights here. So Binance US. Binance is a fast, compliant, and secure digital asset marketplace. And if you didn't know this, the reason that Binance is closing its doors and creating a new US-based exchange is because there are such strict regulatory requirements in the US. Now, at the moment, they're still finalizing a list of states that will be able to use this new service. But I did find out that New York will not be included. So if you live in New York like I do, we're not going to have access to Binance US when it initially launches. So it looks like there might be some amount of time where cryptocurrency investors that use a Binance exchange do not have access to trading or to their cryptos at all. So this is definitely something we want to be aware of. When they do finally launch, they're going to have strict know your customer onboarding process, and you will be able to deposit cryptocurrency. And in regards to the KYC, they are going to require US citizens to have a government form of ID like a driver's license, and also enter their social security number in order to create a new account. Now, the important question: how many of the projects that Binance currently lists are going to be listed in the US once this thing finally launches? So Binance says it's considering 30 crypto assets for Binance US. 5 coins in the top 20 by market cap are absent from the list. That includes Bitcoin SV, no loss there in my opinion, Monero, Tron, Leo, which I don't even know what that is, and Tezos. What's Leo? Please comment below if you know what Leo is. So here, let's just zoom in on the list. Here is what we're looking at. So take a look closely at this list. I would advise you to pause the video and just kind of analyze this and see how many of these you hold. And also what you're going to need to do is think about the coins that you own, that you purchased on Binance, that aren't in this list of 30. And you have to ask yourself the question, what are you going to do with those coins? Now, as far as I understand, you are going to have access beyond September 12th. Binance stated this back in June 14th, when they made the announcement that everyone would have access to their wallets and to the exchange, but you just won't be able to trade. If you have a project that's not one of these 30, you will be able to withdraw it to another exchange of your choice, but you have to figure out where that exchange is. And also you have to figure out if you want to stay in those projects. And my gut tells me that a lot of people are going to be getting rid and just shipping off of altcoins that have not performed well for them. Like, I know myself, I'm going to probably get rid of 3, 4, maybe 5 altcoins that I just do not have any more confidence in, that I bought like a year ago. And I'm not going to bother trying to transfer them when they've depreciated like 90% in value. But it's definitely something to think about and something you need to consider. And the simplest way to do that, I'll just show you this real quick. If you go to CoinMarketCap and you just click on any random project, like let's just click on VeChain here, you can go to the markets, and then you can take a look at all the exchanges any given project is currently trading on. And then you might have to make the decision if you want to create an account on one of those exchanges and figure out what you want to do with your cryptocurrency. But that's a little bit of a hassle, and that might annoy some people. Is that process worth the $20 that your investment is currently worth if you had a project that didn't perform well over the last year? In my case, I would say definitely not. Something to think about. Another thing I want to say here, and I'm going to go ahead and give them a follow, is that Binance US actually has a separate dedicated Twitter account. So you can go ahead and follow that, and I'm sure you'll get news. You know, by the time this releases, who knows, maybe they'll give us a date, but right now they're being real ambiguous and just saying, yeah, it's in the coming weeks. So what we're looking at here is the entire crypto market, excluding Bitcoin. So essentially, this is a chart of the altcoin performance and the overall market capitalization of them over time. And I've done some analysis on this and come to the conclusion that we are in what's known as a falling wedge. Now, it's a little bit confusing because the falling wedge is actually considered a bullish pattern, meaning that statistics would show that the probability is actually, once this comes to its head over here, history would say and probability would say that we're probably going to break upwards. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, as I always am on this channel, is I don't really see that happening, at least on September 12th. Maybe at some point a little bit further down the line, later in September, but I think there are some things that are really going to be working against the altcoin market. And for those of you who have been watching my channel over the summer and the last couple months, you know I'm pretty big on altcoins. You know, I love Chainlink, I love Phantom, Litecoin, Dash, I've got a bunch of altcoins, but I don't think they're going to pop in the near future and break out to the upside. Why do I say that? One, I say that because you have the back launch coming up on September 23rd, which is going to mean big things for Bitcoin itself. So I think a lot of money is going to be steered in that direction because that's the most exciting project in the space, and it's the biggest, and it's the one that the big institutions are going to be coming in and trading their physically settled futures contracts on. All right, so I do see this thing pushing lower. So where do I see support? And I wrote this in here at $65 billion. So right now, and again, this is the entire market cap excluding Bitcoin. So at the moment, according to this chart, we have 71 billion. I think your altcoins as an aggregate can come down to 65 billion, which is this orange line here. And I'll keep track of this, and I'm going to make a follow-up video to this one. So make sure to subscribe so you see that. Another reason I feel this way is because the altcoin performance has been so poor over the last year that you have to figure that some people are just going to dump their altcoins. Like I said before, why do they want to go to the trouble of opening brand new accounts for investments that are now worth 1/5 or 1/10 of what they initially paid? It's just simply not worth it. So what I think when this happens on September 12th, I think we're going to see a lot of the altcoins just, I don't want to say disappear, but really go down to almost nothing. And I've been saying all along this whole summer that I think this next bull run is going to be fueled mostly by Bitcoin. A lot of altcoins will survive, but many of them also will not. So it's really something we need to keep an eye on. And those are just some of my thoughts on what I think we're going to see happen come September 12th. Before I close this thing out, I just want to thank all our new and returning subscribers for doing what you do, supporting the channel. If you enjoyed what I brought you today, make sure to hit that like button, share this, and most importantly, subscribe, comment, and join our community. Also, comment below with what you think might happen to the market come September 12th if the Binance US exchange doesn't launch in time. What do you think is going to happen to a lot of these altcoins even when it does launch, when US citizens only have access to the 30 in Binance? Where do you think they're going to go? As you guys know, I'm bullish on KuCoin. I think a ton of US citizens are going to open up KuCoin accounts. And for me, that's my exchange of choice, even while I have access to Binance, and I love the bonuses. And you should check out our KuCoin video if you're not well informed about that project. But on that note, enjoy the ride, don't let your emotions get in the way, and I'll see you guys in the next video.